All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Morning Smoke. It is your host, the underscore Truth 1987. I'm here with my co-host, Mello Miller, and we are here with our reoccurring guest. And when I say guest, I meant this in a good way. She's not really a guest of the show because she's a friend of the show. We like having her on the
Oh,
show.
that's
So
nice.
She
uh,
home. She
she
home
home,
now.
right? She came home. You know what I'm saying? So, but thank you so much for stopping by again, Thea B. We definitely appreciate you coming on to the show and catching up with us.
Of
Definitely like seeing
course.
what's going on. Yep, yep. So, what you got, co-host? Because I see it in your face. You ready? You
No, no.
ready?
I just was gonna ask. I was just gonna ask.
You
Miss
going?
Thea,
You going right now? That's what you're doing. You going? That's what you're doing.
where you broadcasting from? You in France or you in
Oh, no, I am home.
Australia?
You're like,
Or some
I am
island somewhere?
home. I'm actually preparing to go back to the office soon. So I'm going to be planted for a little while.
Okay,
That's
okay.
that.
I mean, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Your frequent flyer miles definitely high.
Yes.
In
Yes.
any for us, we living through you. Where's your latest adventure been?
Where did I go last? I haven't been. I went to California for spring break, so I'll probably go back to California in a couple weeks. But other than that, I haven't really been anywhere. I've been kind of chilling.
I only went across the country, not really anywhere though. You, I took an adventure. I went out to Castleton. I just went across town. You know what I mean? Anyway, welcome back. Want to let you know what time it was.
well,
How's your business going?
It's going
Everybody good?
great. I actually just released some new arrivals yesterday. So some things have already sold out, which is super exciting. So yeah, it's going really well. Back home in Peoria, Illinois, they're doing a big June 19th like festival. They did it last year, so it's supposed to be even bigger this year. And they asked me to be a part of it. So it's gonna be like a fashion show. So that'll be my business's first fashion show. So
nice,
next week we have like a casting call and it's gonna be huge. And I'm so excited that my first one is at home.
nice,
So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of love and black excellence. So I'm super excited.
nice,
Do you
nice.
Yeah.
watch any of the reality shows?
On and off, not really, but
One of my
I do.
favorite is this for the audience, really, if you watch it. And I was always like that guy. What is that? That's not for me. Whatever. And for the most part, it's not. But I got hooked on the Real Housewives of Potomac, and I
Mm-hmm.
really liked that show. And Karen Huger, who married to the black Bill Gates,
Yeah.
Ben Huger. And anyway, I mean, she when she goes back home, she's a celebrity. They put in a parade. She's big time because she made it out of this,
Yeah.
her hometown. So when you said that
Yeah.
story, it just yeah, they about to do you
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. It's gonna
You
be
think,
like on a smaller level, but yeah, like
no,
I'm that
no,
girl where I come from. So I'm so excited because like I love home. I do. So
Is there a reason why you mentioned the Potomac one by any chance? I just thought I'd ask. Any any reason for that? Maybe you didn't.
I mean,
You ain't trying to throw no shade or
Tia
nothing,
looked
right?
like she could be on the show.
on the
You could be on the Real Housewives of Potomac.
right.
But that's that's coming down the line. It's coming down the line. But no, I just was curious. Her story was kind of it just reminded me of that. I'm a fan. I follow them all on. Look, that's the one
Thought you
reality show I follow all the ladies,
thought you
the
saw
husbands, the
thought you
drama.
thought you was trying to throw shade to her city or something. That's what I thought. That's what
Oh.
No,
I
no,
thought.
no, 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 no.
That's what I
I don't.
thought.
Peoria is bigger than her hometown. It's a little Karen's hometown is a little country, place on the East Coast somewhere. I forget exactly, but Virginia. But
Hmm.
anyway, so I was seeing some of your social media. You had is that like customers of yours that was trying, making videos and showing the gear? Did I see that on your?
I mean, a lot of people do like tag us and things. So I'm not
I
sure
think I
exactly
seen
what you
that.
saw.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just a young lady in a gray outfit, and she was like, like oh, she's really enjoying the stuff. I don't know. I just thought I
Yeah.
just seen the
I
tag.
mean, girls are really into it. It's a genre. Like, girls are like, my clothing, like, yes, obviously wear it to the gym, duh. But it's really for that girl that just loves being out in athleisure and it's affordable. So when people think of Lululemon, like the stay at home mom, the soccer mom picking up kids, running around, the millennial
Hmm.
girl at the mall shopping, buying makeup, like this is what we wear just naturally. Like it's our natural aesthetic. So that's why it works. So I love my brand and I love like being able to bring all the girls along with me. It's cool.
When is the fashion show again?
June 19th. June 19th. Yes, I'll be going home pretty much every other weekend up until then.
So this is early May. Yeah, maybe the next time we get on, we want to hear all about that.
Yeah.
We,
Yeah, it
we
should be
got
good.
a 1 month commitment from her. One
That is
visit.
true. That is true. That is
It
true.
felt so long. I don't know what happened with the month.
You,
Was because April was so long. I don't know.
well, you
But
lived a lot. You did a lot. I mean, the rest of us it flew by, but you was doing a lot. So time is relative. Um,
It flew for me too. Speak for yourself. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Speak for yourself. It flew for me.
she said it was long. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying it flew. I'm saying it flew. Yeah, but no, a lot of things has happened since you've been back. So I want to get your take on it. A few things.
Okay. Okay.
We'll do like a little quick rundown. Everybody, I mean, it dominated. I never even seen a topic dominate the world like this. It
Yeah.
was absolutely insane. We're talking about the Will Smith, Chris Rock, Oscars situation. And I do not know,
Fiasco.
America, what her take on this is. I know what my take is. I did a whole hour show on it. But
Sure did. Sure did.
I am curious what your take is, Thea, because I've gotten shocking feedback that almost 50-50, and it's just
Yeah.
inappropriate. What's your take on
Okay, so I definitely want to start by saying like I didn't dig too deep trying to figure out the whys and all of that behind it. But for me, I feel like it's more about black men specifically being careful about who they choose as a partner, a life partner. Because even though, he has feelings, everyone's human, they were at work. And there's no way in the world I would allow my man to go out like that, regardless if he was defending me or not, especially about words. Like, now, if he came up and smacked me, I mean, it's whatever.
That's different.
But about
it? Yeah, that's
words,
that's that's
you
different.
Totally
allowed your
different.
man to go up on stage and smack somebody while you guys are working. Like, I think that's so inappropriate. I thought it was absolutely ridiculous. Like, I still love Will Smith. Like, he's a person. You have to separate his job from, feelings and all those type of things. Like, and I wouldn't want to be judged to the max, like how he is, like on this big platform. But at the same time, I think that black men really just need to take that away from the situation, is really be careful who you entangle yourself with, because that is embarrassing. Like, I feel like she should, if anything, should have been the one holding him back. Like, no, don't do that. That's not cool. Like, catch that man outside. Like, why would you do that? That is just, I think it was ridiculous.
You mean you wouldn't be the woman that was just sitting back, like laughing about it?
No, absolutely not. Because that's embarrassing. That's
Mhm.
embarrassing. It's ridiculous. Like, I actually talked to my person about that, like just to see like what he thought. He's a country boy, so obviously he don't play about me, and he definitely would have pulled up for me too. But there's always a time and a place, and you don't get any like cool points for doing something like that, because first off, he didn't even hit you back, so you caught him off guard. I just feel like like his response, keep my wife's name out your mouth. If that would have happened first and then Chris Rock was like, F your wife, then it escalated, okay,
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
But for the smack to happen, you caught him off guard while he's working, then that's too much. It's embarrassing. It's kind of giving clown behavior. I wouldn't feel comfortable being out with somebody that handles themselves like that.
I
Yeah. I'll
got.
let you. I'll let you go ahead and say your part. Yeah. Go
No, I'm
ahead.
just saying I got a lot of we did a show on it. We got a lot of feedback on it, and one of the, like I said, more shocking things that I took away from this were women were wanting a man like that. Now, I want to put this in perspective. And if your toes get stepped, not you, to the
Yeah,
audience, the listeners, if your toes getting stepped on, I don't care. Um, these women ain't got no man, and there's a reason why they ain't got no man. They talking about
Mhm.
that's the kind of man I want. And I engage with the listeners. I say, you want a man that do all that and get that charge and be locked up. So why
exactly.
you could
That's
be
what I'm
out
talking
here
about.
and get another man,
Yeah. It's
That's
crazy.
exactly what I'm talking about.
It's crazy.
That's
or
exactly
you
what I'm
want
talking about.
you want a man that maybe he might not get locked up for real, but he gonna get a charge on him and now his job impacted.
Yep.
Come on now.
Oh,
That's
and then you're gonna be
ridiculous.
talking about how he ain't working.
That's
Yep.
ridiculous.
Yep.
But
I
there
guess
are a lot of women out there like that. It's
there's
so
a ton
sad.
of
Yeah. A whole
Yes,
toxic
bunch.
women
it's
A
like
so
whole
that.
bunch.
sad.
Whole bunch.
What you got, co-host?
Nah, I'm with you. I think the shocking thing for me when that happened, when obviously we talked to men and women, and the women were like, "Well, Chris Rock should have known about her incident." How
Those
do you
You talking about
how
the
do you,
alopecia?
yeah. How do you know, how do you assume that this person knows about Jada? I mean,
I didn't. I
I,
didn't know about it.
even still, it's just words. So like
Yeah,
yeah,
I heard
yeah.
another
yeah.
perspective is like, the it goes deeper than that. I guess G.I. Jane, I've never seen the movie. She has like an entanglement in that. So like the joke was deeper than just the
Oh wow,
alopecia. But I
I
don't
didn't
wow.
even
even
hear that.
care.
I didn't
Like
even hear that one.
it's like
I
it's
ain't seen it in
just
20 years. So
words. They're literally just words. I don't think that warranted that
oh, I
response
agree.
at
I
all.
agree 100%.
I
In
agree.
fact, one of our friends, hope you're listening. There, I ain't gonna put your name out there like that. My co-host, he witnessed it. I got in a heated
Oh yeah,
argument with him over
yeah,
that. Did I
yep,
not?
yeah. You did, you did, you did. I do remember that.
I told him to his face, boy. Look, Thea, don't judge me. I said to his face, yeah, you go ahead and you do that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And while you in jail, your wife gonna be getting her back blown out.
Yeah, yeah. He
Yeah.
did, he did, he did say that. He was wrong for
Something
Yeah.
saying
along
that,
those
but he said it.
lines. I
But he
can't
said it.
remember because I'm trying to tell him,
Yeah,
boy, you
yeah.
a fool. You a dang on fool.
Really.
And your kids and all that become somebody else daddy. Now I'm obviously trying to talk crazy because I'm telling them these are all real things. Go
She
ahead
was,
and take
Yeah.
your
yeah.
wife down for you and she gonna go ahead and wait. Any woman that wants you to do that and put you at risk like that for
Setting you up.
words,
They
boy,
setting
she
you up.
gone.
She's
She
setting you up.
gone.
Yep, she's setting you
Yeah.
up. Set up.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just
It's
want to get some stuff
sad.
on that. More recent news, Thea, because you got my blood pressure with that. You know, I get a little hashtag accountability going. You don't want to get me on that. Um, I don't know where you stand on it, and I know politics is funny, conversation sometimes. I ain't gonna get heated with you, no matter what your take is.
I don't
But
believe you.
the Supreme Court is
Right.
set to. It was leaked. The Supreme Court set to overturn Roe v. Wade to make abortions federally not protected, which
Hmm.
means that the state laws would then come into play. Immediately, 11 states would make abortions illegal, with another 10 to 13 very close behind to follow, which Indiana is purple. It's going to be right there on the line, probably banning abortion, where the country is essentially going to be split down the middle, red versus blue, as far as abortion being legal or not in your area. With that being said, look, we're two guys. We're covering it. We're talking about
Hmm.
it. What is your take as a young lady? I'm like I said, I don't care what your take is. I'm gonna respect you being on the show, giving your take because that's not easy to talk about. What's your take
Yeah.
on if that gets overturned?
I think it's very dangerous and completely irresponsible because regardless if it's illegal or not, it's still going to happen. So, I mean, people do illegal things all the time. And I'm telling you right now, if this girl wants her abortion, she's going to go get it. And it's just dangerous. It's putting a lot of people in a very, very bad situation. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair at all. Nobody
What
has a right to say what you can and what you can't do. And I think sometimes the more responsible route to take, if you made a mistake, is to go ahead and get your abortion versus bringing a child into the world that you know you cannot take care of, that you know you are not properly fit to parent. That is so irresponsible to me.
from a woman's perspective, with the only one on this show right now with a uterus, how you feel about the government telling you what you can and can't do with your body, your uterus? Ain't that? I mean, I just
I
can't
mean,
even
like, is this
fathom.
slavery? Like,
Yeah,
I feel like we're going backwards. We're going completely backwards. It's scary.
I tell you, folks. I did not know her response. She could have been, completely on the other side. It wouldn't have mattered to me. All I'm going to say is your votes matter.
Yeah.
Stop being so woke and listen to that silliness talking about your votes don't matter. There's elections recently here in Indiana. Those votes matter. Go vote anytime there's one of those, general or specialized elections. I don't care if you're in a state that's completely opposite of your viewpoint. It's a mindset. Get engaged, get in the civil discourse, because when you don't, you let others really decide your fate. What ground do you have to stand on? You're just talking at that point. So
Yeah.
anyway, I was just curious on that. And Thea, was there, because we got a few more minutes left in the show, for our radio audience, because you know a lot of people want to know. I'm
What?
about your reoccurring your
Reoccurring.
people are invested in your visits here.
And
Okay, they're
and by
following you.
people we mean our co-hosts, but keep going.
No, 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 no. Okay, fit. Okay, co-host. Hey, are you telling me people don't ask?
Let's move on.
People don't comment.
Let's
Oh,
move.
okay. You see, he
Let's
don't
move
want
on.
to talk about that. See,
Let's move
there's a
on.
reason why your shows are rated the highest. Amongst the because people want to find out about your life.
Well,
Uh,
I mean, as far as my relationship, we're definitely still going. The last time I talked about it, I said that I felt like, the next couple of months for us were going to be the real test. And I called it. Like, the definitely has been more real, more, down to earth. Like, we've had to figure some things out, but we're here. So it'll be 6 months soon. So,
oh, has
yay.
it been that long?
Yes. And
Actually, yes.
he just
Yeah.
got his location today, which he doesn't want me to talk about yet. But yeah, so he's coming back to the States soon. So
Nice. Nice.
I don't
yeah.
necessarily. You divulge whatever you want. But just generally speaking, you go with whatever you know. Hey, I'm Wendy Williams right now. Um, have you guys had like a more significant argument? Yet is a relationship still
We
too
don't
new? Or,
argue. So we're both Scorpios. So we definitely disagree because we are two completely different people, but we both have like this thing to where we can really hurt somebody with our words. Like we don't
yeah,
have to like yell, we don't have to curse, like,
Yeah, I'm
and
in
we
that.
recognize it in
I'm
each
in that
other.
category. Yep.
So yeah, we
Yeah.
recognize it in each other, and so we respect that about each other, and we know how to handle each other properly. So like, it's been a couple times where it's like, I'll let him say what he has to say, and I'm like, okay, but I'm baby, so like, fix that. Like, don't talk to me like that. And he'll take a second, and he'll fix it, because don't play with me. So we just know how to communicate very, very well. So even
That's
when
a.
he's on my last nerve,
I didn't even think
that's
about
okay.
that. That's a true statement. I said something to somebody last night, not even thinking about it, and it caused the man to go ballistic on 2K. That's
Yeah.
that's that's a true statement. That is.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't even
our
think about
words.
that.
It's something about us
Something
that we
about that
really
Scorpio.
trigger
Yeah, you're
people.
right. You're right.
Yeah,
you,
and so it's
you
like
know,
because I see so much of myself in him, I know how to deal with it. I literally just told him earlier today. I was like, he was saying something. I'm like, you know what? You are so blessed to have me because I am so understanding and I am so patient and I am so kind and I know exactly how to deal with you.
That's not a
He
Scorpio
just had
thing,
to
by the way. That's
laugh.
a woman thing. But never
wait.
mind.
He
Did
just
you say
laughed
it?
because
Did
he
you
knows
say it in that
right.
tone? Did you say it in that
Yes,
tone?
yes.
I believe her 110%.
Yes,
Hey, hey.
because
No, I mean that tone was a little funny. I'm like, I don't like the tone. But that nice.
No, that's that.
Man,
That's that. That's that. I'm 3 clicks, not even three. That's one click from I'm about to snap. That's what
well,
that
look.
is.
hey,
Here's
check
what it is.
himself.
Fit. Two things I took away from her story. This, like I say, Wendy Williams right now. My ex wife is a Scorpio. You know how I feel about that. So that tells me a lot more why me and Thea, and then two,
That's not a Scorpio thing. I just want that to be known. Don't do that. Don't do. You're not gonna disrespect me or her or Thea. Just let you know that right now. That ain't it.
I knew Thea
Don't
was
do that.
crazy.
Don't do that.
And then secondly, like I said, this Wendy Williams. All I really heard, and I stopped listening after that. She is America. She handles her man. She says she handles him. So, it is. Hey, she said, "I'm
Listen.
listening, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you
And I
something,
think
boo
that's what
boo."
it's all about. And that comes with maturity. And I wish a lot of more women would understand that. Like, there's a way to get your way without being all, da, 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 and you better, and I want this, and da 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 da. No, I don't talk to him like that.
It's true.
But I definitely get what I want. So it works.
I mean, usually as long as it ain't harmful, ain't nothing wrong with that. And on his end, if you
Yeah.
can give in to a properly
Yeah.
communicating woman that you put on a pedestal, and if she does the same for you, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't
Nothing
nothing wrong
wrong
with
with
that
it.
Yep.
whatsoever. So
Yep.
it's about picking your battles. Y'all be married 50 years and say, "What's your secret?" Well, I give her what she want, and she give me what I want, and we good.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got a minute or two, and I wanted maybe a little teaser for the audience for our overtime session. What do you have? Maybe any question or topic that you want to talk about here that you
Yeah,
bring into
I
the
wanted to talk about. social media etiquette for the opposite sex. Like, you guys are so opinionated. So I wanted to know what you guys think about how to handle yourself on social media when you are in a relationship. Do's and don'ts. What's too much, what's disrespectful, and what's okay. Or what's childish that you shouldn't pay attention to.
Mm, okay.
Mm,
Okay.
mm.
Yeah. Well, audience, you already know it's about to be an overtime for this. So unfortunately, audience, you won't hear this on the radio. So definitely got to come to our pages at the Morning Smoke Podcast on YouTube and Facebook. Um, if you see my co-host's face right now, he about salivated when that happened. So when she asked that question, he's got a lot to talk about. I already know. But anyway, we'll go ahead and close it out for the radio. You got anything for the radio people, co-host?
You want to check? Listen, I don't know what my code is. Come to the Facebook, come to the YouTube, check this video out. Um, and all you Thea supporters and followers, please come see this. We want to see what her take is. I'm really curious from her perspective too.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm really
true,
curious.
true. That is true. That is
Yeah. Oh
true.
yeah, this is
Absolutely.
about to be
I
good.
mean, I
And
mean, for to
if you
ask
say the
that, well, you
wrong
gotta give your take. Yeah,
if
yeah. What
you
you?
say the wrong thing, Thea, we gon'
Yeah. We there. We ready.
so
Antennas
let's
up.
let's just hey look. Go ahead and close this out, Bob. We up against it. We hard up against it.
Yep. So we're so yeah, again, come see us on our pages. You'll also catch us back here next week, Monday 10 to 11 a.m. on JQLM radio. You already know where to catch us on our social media spots. So we're gonna go ahead and close it out. But until next time, peace.
Peace.
All right, you just started back up. You want to lead in or you want me to lead in?
Go ahead and bring us back.
All right. All right. Welcome to the Morning Smoke Overtime. It is your host, the underscore Truth 1987, here with Mello Miller and with our guest, Miss Thea B. If you're coming from the radio, Miss Thea B asked us a very, very, very interesting question about social media and relationships and what is the etiquette with it, the do's and don'ts, all that good stuff. So before we get opened up, because look, my co-host is already smoke. He's
You
ready.
can't
When I say
wait.
he's ready, he's
My
ready.
God.
I'm gonna turn it over to my co-host, but I would like to hear our guesses thoughts about this take first, and then
Hmm.
we'll take our time kind of going from there. So
Yeah.
let's hear what before I'm gonna turn it over to my co-host. What you got for us? You got something you
No,
want to
I'm
say?
just saying before we I want to I because I'm dealing with a Scorpio. I want you to
Oh my god.
Two
clearly
Scorpios, actually.
I'm a Scorpio. Don't
Watch
do that.
yourself.
Stop
Watch
it.
yourself.
I'm a Scorpio too, sir. Stop it.
and I say a lot of things about fish too. What I was
You
gonna
do.
say is but
That's
just
true. That is true.
restate the question and the topic clear as day so it ain't no confusion.
Yeah. I want to talk about social media etiquette when you're in a relationship. What are some
Hmm.
do's and don'ts when it comes to interacting with the opposite sex? I think that's clear, right?
Yeah, that's clear.
Okay. So the
What's yours?
reason what
Yeah.
triggered it for me is because I had someone on my TikTok. So I have a lot of followers on TikTok. And right now, I don't know what's going on with my page, but I am stuck on the sugar baby for you page. And so like the old men are on my heels. And like one of them was like, why don't you ever respond to comments? And so I did a response video. Like, like compliments are always appreciated. I definitely appreciate them. Like, I am not that girl. If somebody gives me a compliment, I'm like, I know, you know what I mean? So, but at the same time, like, would you feel comfortable with a girl that you're dating or you're talking to, responding to everybody in comments, responding to emails? I think it's inappropriate. I think it's mad disrespectful. So I don't do it. I don't like them. I don't comment back. I don't engage with the opposite sex on social media at all, unless I know you outside of social media. So then here's another story though to kind of support that. So recently I have someone that's helping me with my business page, and she's mass interacting with a bunch of different accounts to try to grow that page, which is not uncommon to do on a business page. So I get a DM on my personal page 6 o'clock this morning from a girl saying, hey, do you run your business page or does someone else help you? I'm like, good morning. Someone else helps me. And
Hmm.
she said, oh, okay, because they liked a bunch of pictures on my booze page. And I was just wondering why. What? I'm like,
Oh,
okay. I
oh
said,
wow.
well, I have someone that's mass interacting, so I'm sure that they didn't even notice. I said, but it is helping grow the page. But thank you. And I just left it at that. An hour later, this same person that she's talking about, because now, I'm putting it together. I'm like, okay, this is her boyfriend. Now he's liking pictures on my personal page. He's in my DMs. That is inappropriate. I don't do that. If I see my man liking pictures, you're done. No, because why are you doing that? No. I think it's so inappropriate. I don't like it. Not happening. Not on my watch.
Um, I'm gonna play facilitator here. I'll give my take, obviously, but uh, co-host, I'm gonna give you the floor first. What is your what are you thinking about this topic, sir?
I'm first off for the social media. If you're looking to be monetized, for example,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the aspiration, that's a business. And if part of the game is you selling yourself, through pictures and attention and that appeal, so to speak, because not everybody does it that way. But if that is part of your gimmick or your business strategy, then it's not a thing wrong with it, and it's just called trust. I mean, it's as
Mm-hmm.
simple as that. Now, for personal pages, um, you know, I could care less about likes. And I say this from the position: if I were to like a page, it means nothing except I think you look good. And if my person thinks that I stop thinking other people look good just because I'm with them, then they're just oblivious to how life works. I
Mm-hmm.
know that my person's going to still think people look good, and I know that I'm going to still think people look good, and it doesn't mean that you're going to run off and do anything with them. It's also called trust. With that being said, I think comments and DMs and those kind of things on a personal level beyond the business part of it is inappropriate. But a like, no, I'm putting nothing into that. I could care less if you like every single picture because it's about trust. And
Even if it's a half naked picture, because there's
it
two
can, what,
different type of pictures.
okay,
If
but
it's a
look,
regular picture,
yeah,
that's perfectly fine. But if it's like a half naked picture, a clear thirst trap, you think that that's appropriate to just like that?
I could care less, and I'm just telling you why I could care less is
Yeah.
because those things are still present in us as human beings to still think. Let me ask you this: do you
Yeah.
think that your man still likes half looking at half naked women that he finds attractive?
I'm sure he does, but you better
Okay,
not press that like button, no.
no, 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 no.
Like,
I'm just saying. No, but
don't
here, let me.
engage.
That's not my question. Your answer is yes to that. So my question is, what is the problem with the like? What does that
Because
do
it's
for you?
inappropriate. Because for one, Instagram, for one, just for example, Instagram is so annoying. It's going to say your man and 1,000 other people. You don't have to go looking for these likes. It's automatically just going to say that. And I just think that it's disrespectful. If I say, I don't care what it is, if I say that I don't like something, I feel like you just shouldn't do it. And if you continue to do it, I feel like it becomes deeper than the like, because now you're just disregarding what makes me feel uncomfortable. For what? That's weird to me.
I think you're going past really where I'm at. We get that it's disrespect. You think it's disrespectful. The question is why is it bothering you? That's where I'm coming from. Why does it bother you? We know it bothers you.
Because
We know it's disrespectful, but why does it bother you that your man likes another woman's picture? What is it inside of you that's like, oh, this is just tearing me up inside, even though I know he likes other women
I
inside his
think
head?
it's about how I feel when I see someone doing that to me. So, like, if I see someone else's man liking my pictures, I get the same feeling. Like, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It feels
What feel? Because I
wrong.
don't have that angle. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
A man likes your pictures. He has
Yeah.
a woman, and that makes you feel wrong because he finds you attractive.
But it's not the same thing when it's just, just a simple, like if I post a picture, it's two different things. If I post a picture and you like it and you keep scrolling, that's different. But I'm talking about more so like the mass liking. So like what the guy did this morning, he went all the way down in my page and was liking all my old pictures, like 6 of them in a row. that's inappropriate to me. Because what are you doing? Like, you're obviously trying to get my attention, and you clearly have a girlfriend that's checking for you because she just was messaging me. That's more so inappropriate versus just a regular, oh, you're just scrolling, this is on your timeline, and you just liked it. That's not the same thing to me. It's two different ways to go about it. If I see that you're on a girl's picture because you can tell and you're literally just mass liking her stuff, that's inappropriate. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. That you keep jumping to it being inappropriate. I guess maybe maybe I'm just not asking the right question because you're just skipping to it being inappropriate. It'd be like,
It
well,
is.
why is speeding in a school zone wrong? Well, because it's not just because it's wrong. It's not just because there's a speed limit. You can go more in depth and say, well, there's children that play that are not as intelligent, and they can play, get into the road, and they can blah, blah, they're more at risk to be hit by a car, blah blah blah. You can go into
I
reasons,
guess it
right?
would be the same as if my man wouldn't feel comfortable if I posted that type of picture on social media. So it's the same regard. I don't know. Could he tell you why? Does it make him feel insecure? Does it make him feel uncomfortable? Does he think it's disrespectful to our relationship if I post a half naked picture on the internet? Like, he would not like that. He's definitely verbalized like some pictures. Like, he's like, oh no, don't post that one. And I like that. I like when my man like be checking for me. But it's like, it's the same thing. It kind of goes both ways. So, like, if that makes you uncomfortable for your girl to post something like that on social media, then you should understand why I would feel uncomfortable for you to like pictures like that on social media.
Well, you're engaging with a person, a man. Um, it doesn't bother me at all what my woman posts.
That's
I'm
you.
I'm like extremely confident that no matter what she posts, she's gonna be laying next to me at night. I could
Listen.
care. I want her to post what she wants to post. I don't
And
want to control her. I don't want her to control me. I want us to be each other's self, and I think that it comes down to trust in the sense that if I have to, I've always said this. Fitz is a witness to this. If I got to manufacture this box to keep you in, then do I really have you at all?
yeah,
You
yeah,
have to find somebody that fits within that box naturally where you don't have to generate or create that for them. So I'm got to tell my person, don't do this. I got to tell them, no, you should either want to do it or you don't. And it's like when you do it and you cross that line, hey, you did it. Yeah, you didn't have for me to tell you that that was crazy or wrong. You did it.
yeah, that's true.
That's
I
my
mean,
take on it. So it does. So I really do not understand the man that's trying to have to keep his woman XYZ. Is that your woman or is it? I mean, what is it? What's going on? I'm trying to understand it. That's why I'm asking the question. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just trying to answer the
no,
question.
I completely understand. And I can agree with what you just said. That's the reason why I don't date social media popular people anymore. That's not for me because it does bother me. So, the same way how you said somebody that fits into what I want naturally, my man has
Yeah,
less than 1,000 followers on Instagram. He don't ever post nothing. And I like it that way. Don't post nothing. Perfect. And he was like that way before he met me. So, yeah, I get it.
yeah.
So
It's just curious. What you got, Cole?
so for me, I mean, you both kind of touched on it, but I guess I'm gonna break it down a little bit, like more simple. So the first thing that comes to mind when Thea asked the question, first one is intent. So that's the first word that came to mind. Um, what is your intent for liking, somebody's picture or even DM them or commenting or whatever it may be? What is your intent behind it? My wife can go out and like a dude's picture right now, and I'm not going to be upset because I know what her intent is. Now, if I start seeing a pattern of something that's changing, where she's continuing to like this person, and now she's starting to talk to this person, and now she's starting to communicate with this person, and starting to comment, and this, that, and the other, and I find out about it, the first thing I'm going to ask is, well, seems like you've been in, conversation with this person. What's going on? Like, tell me a little bit about whatever. Because my first thought is not to be like, oh, she's trying to cheat on me. Like, I'm not immediately going to that. My I'm trying to get what's the change? Like, why are you actually? What's your intent? Like, what is your intent behind talking to this person? So that's the first thing, is what I would mention for anybody that's listening. I mean, obviously, you want to know what kind of that intention is. Like Mike said, he knows he can trust his wife to go out and do all of that because he knows that he's confident that she's coming back, that she's gonna be laying right next to him
There's two
two
parts of
minutes
that.
from there. So,
My trust is that she will do that, because that would be what, whatever. But my other part is, if she doesn't, I ain't trying to. You're letting me know what time it is.
right.
Oh,
I'm getting to
I
you.
don't want
You're
to
trying to
fake
take
that.
my thunder. I was getting to
No,
that.
that's
I'm
I
trying to
don't
take
want
my.
you to state my position clear. You know
I
what
was
I mean?
I was when you stated it, you got it. I was getting to it. You
oh
wouldn't let
my
me get to it.
God.
You
Now
cut me
you're
off.
arguing.
Because that's important.
You
That's
see,
important. Go ahead.
this is what I go through. This is what I go through. Uh, this
Hilarious.
is what I go through. But my second
Oh my
part to
God.
that, which Mike is kind of alluding to, is the respect factor, right? So there are people on social media. I know there are people on social media that got girls that are good looking. They built right, and they go out and do these type of pictures like all
Hmm.
day, every day, and the
Hmm.
man is cool with it. There's actually one that I follow that has a woman like that
Yeah.
takes those photos and videos and
Yeah.
the I aim my tool out, that one, that
Right.
they do all of that,
Right.
they do all of that
Right.
good stuff, and
That's
the man
crazy content. That's crazy
and
content.
the man is right there
Crazy.
next, and the man is right there next to him while
Right.
they're doing it.
So she
So
would have no room to say anything about him liking
right,
pictures then, because
but
this is the content she puts out.
exactly. So
Yeah.
I think there's a respect level there as well too. So and what comes with that respect level is knowing your partner. So
Yeah.
that would be the second thing I would say is you have to know what your partner is cool with, what your partner is not cool with. Um, you want to know that person before you even attempt to start doing these other things because like Thea said, she's not cool with her dude going out liking all these females' pictures. So if he goes out and does it, there's an internal issue at that point. Like,
Yep.
why are you purposely doing something that I don't like doing? So
Exactly.
that's where the issue comes in. Not to
Yep.
say that it's wrong,
Right.
because to another person it may not be wrong. Like Mike
Exactly.
said, Mike's wife can go out and like some dude's picture right now, and it ain't no point, and it ain't no problem.
I wouldn't let me. I don't know if she does or doesn't because I don't track it.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Don't
not
track
something
it.
that concerns you. That's what I'm saying. It's not, that's my point. Obviously, this is something that concerns Thea because
Mhm.
she sees it. She's on social media. She's tracking this stuff. So,
I'm not
well,
tracking it. Social media will tell you, like it literally will tell you. But it doesn't matter really to me
you kind of track
because
it,
my
but I
man don't
mean,
do it.
right,
My
right.
man does not do
It's
it.
not something you got to worry about. That's what I'm saying. So,
No.
but that's what I would say to that. It's funny because I asked my wife the same question because I was like, this is interesting. This is an interesting, comment. And I even asked her, and she kind of pretty much mirrored what I was thinking. She wouldn't go out and she knows I don't care. Like if she went out and like the dude's picture or this and that and the other, but she knows what I'm going to ask. What's your intent? Why are you liking this person's picture or whatever? I don't care that you do it. I don't care that you talk to another dude right now. I mean, I don't care. I don't care who you talk to. Honestly, I really don't. I know my wife has dude friends, girlfriends, all that stuff. I don't care about that.
Okay, but
My
was it always like that before? Like even when starting out, or is it like now that you're married, like you feel like super secure in your situation, so you can have that sense of freedom? Because I feel like
for
in my
me,
situation, think about my situation, put yourself in my shoes.
mhm.
So like if you're dating someone that's all the way in Italy and you see all these Italian baddies that's right there in the same city and I'm all the way over here. No,
Well,
no, even
I
if
would
you
say
do speak when you go out, because I mean, he's not like a rude person. So if y'all were to see each other and you speak, like that's different. But to just have that like in my face like that, like no, you're not about to do that. No.
I'll give you an example, right? So when we first started or whatever, I've always been this way. I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
completely honest. That's never something that's ever concerned me because I'm the type of person that a person's gonna love me for me, and if they don't, then they can do whatever. I don't care. I mean, like, at that point, I don't care. Now, when I first started out, like I said, I started out that way, and obviously there were some things that may have happened. I mean, that came about. I won't go into specifics, but me and my wife had a situation early part of our marriage, and um, it led to some other things. And at that point, I became a little bit more. I don't want to say that I actually like watched her, every single day or whatever, but I came a little bit more aware when it came to certain things. Because starting out, I didn't care. I didn't care at all, and now to the point that I'm at now, I don't care again. I'm at that same point, but that was the only time I became more aware of what she was doing social media wise because something happened that caused me to be like, maybe I need to pay a little bit more attention to what's going on.
Hmm.
Um, but I've always been like that, even with other girlfriends before my wife. I never was the type of person to if my girl went up and said a dude looked nice or something that I didn't care. Like it didn't
Yeah.
bother me at all, because I knew there wasn't any extra ill intent behind it. It was just
Yeah.
them being nice, saying, "Hey, this person looks nice." Everybody likes to get a compliment. If a
Yeah.
woman came up to me out in the street somewhere, my wife is standing by me, and she says, "Oh, sir, you look nice today. You smell good." I
Hmm.
mean, my wife ain't gonna trip. She ain't gonna care,
Yeah.
because
Well, I
she know
mean,
that I'm not going for that person. So
yeah,
You
that kind of
smell
leads me
good.
into like the next thing that I wanted to like ask y'all about.
I said,
But
I
Hold on
said,
one
smell
second,
good.
Thea. Hold on one second,
okay,
Thea. Hold on one second, Thea.
okay,
You're gonna say if a
Yeah,
woman come up to you and
if a
say you
woman
smell
come up,
good,
yeah,
is there
if a
any
woman,
instance that you referring to specifically that's happened or
that was a pretty specific
what's the what's the
example.
what's the mean? I never knew. I
yeah.
never knew.
Now look, Thea, my wife, this the kind of guy I am. My wife give him a hug, right? And she like, oh, you smell real nice.
Oh,
I didn't plan that though. I didn't plan it. I
oh,
always try to look and smell good and stuff. I didn't plan for that to happen. I mean,
oh my
I ain't plan
god!
for that to happen.
That's
Why would
why
you
he
use that as
said
an
what he
example?
that's why he said that what he said. See, Thea, sometimes people dress up like sheep. You think they
Yeah,
innocent, you know what I
I
mean? But they
am
that
really
was
they're
innocent.
wolf.
that was kind of shady.
I
They are
didn't do it
wolf.
on purpose though. So now
No,
I can't go.
like you said what you said.
So now I
You said
can't
what you
go out
said.
and smell good anywhere I go. I got. I mean, I
You,
don't
you said what you
understand.
said. I'm gonna address this real quick, Thea, before you go into your next thing.
Okay,
Um, my thing is, and just join me on this. Get up on this couch with me, Thea. I'm gonna lay down for a
I'm
second, right?
trying. I'm trying.
For myself, I find myself being okay with being extremely vulnerable. I don't have a problem being in that position. I have not always been that way in my life. I never knew my mother like that. My father raised me. I felt abandoned, and I was reminded of that daily because I grew up the opposite. I seen almost everybody has their mother, almost everybody. You begin to notice the select group that you're in that don't have your mother because it's not a given. I'm an example of that. And I was always just like, dang, boy, something. Yeah, I really grew up with the wrong mindset, self esteem, and all that. So I would always protect myself closer to the vest. I didn't want to be put in that position of feeling like I wasn't wanted or um, I was rejected or used or whatever it was that makes you feel like you've been what you held on to your whole life. I came at peace with that. I addressed it in a few different ways without. I mean, it's not no secret, but this could be a different topic. But the point is that I addressed that, and then I got a self worth and a confidence to myself that I never had before, strength. And now I actually prefer the feeling of being vulnerable because it's not my fault that somebody does, that they cheat. I didn't have a successful first marriage from the perspective of marriage is meant to last forever. So obviously, if it didn't, it wasn't successful. But it did go, about 12 years. The point of it is that this is where my co-host seen it firsthand. I ain't never care you went out. You went out excessively. I didn't. It didn't bother me because in the end, I'm not going to tell you that you can or can't go out. You want to go out on the weekend? Cool, go ahead. You want to drink? You want to do whatever? Cool, go ahead. Your actions is always none of that's going to be my fault by me telling you you do what you want to do because you know where the line is. You know what is going to be acceptable or not. You going out isn't cheating. You dancing isn't cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Going home with somebody is. You going
Mm-hmm.
in their car in the garage there is. Or you doing some other XYZ thing that is cheating. I mean, there's a There's a line there for everybody. Some people just say liking a picture is cheating. I literally have daughters say, that kind of stuff. I deal with a lot of Scorpios. So the point is that the
Look,
point is
let me clear this up real quick because my wife is not a Scorpio and she pretty much is like Thea. Like she doesn't want me going out liking half naked women. I would never do that anyway because it's not in me to do. Like I wouldn't do it in the first place.
Exactly.
no
But
one said crazy
but she's
was
the same way.
exclusive to
But no,
Scorpio.
you kept saying Scorpio. My wife ain't a Scorpio,
I
so
got PTSD.
I'm just letting you know.
That's my damage. That's my story.
I'm just letting you know.
That's my story. And
It's
Thea's
not
smiling just like me.
it's not exclusive to Scorpios. Is what I'm saying.
All I'm saying is that the point is that how I
I just
identify
want to
things, I
choke me.
normally try to go at what the root is of something. And I felt an insecurity because of something that was inside of me. And it
Yeah,
felt me that the need when I was early to mold and shape things around me to protect myself.
yeah,
Once I got past that trauma, I realized that it's not I can me faking that doesn't protect me. I need to get past the trauma. So
yeah.
when somebody does something that they're not supposed to do to me, there's nothing that I was supposed to do to prevent that. That's them. That's like that victim blaming when people act like that. So this is not to put you on the couch. I'm saying join me on the couch and
Yeah.
understand where my questions, the spirit of my mindset
Yeah. I get it.
is to say, I recognize that if my wife wants to do X, Y, Z, she is her own human being. And
Yeah.
she gonna tell me the type of person. And if she ever gets to that place, I'm not saying it's over because I feel like you work through a lot when you commit to forever. But
Hmm.
I am saying that that's a choice that I want her to make and show me instead of holding that inside and you want to do it and you sneak it. Just show me what time it is.
But that's
I
what.
don't, I don't want to live a lie.
But that goes back to what I was saying earlier. That's what you want. I mean, that's where the respect level comes in.
Yeah.
So obviously, you want to. You don't know if a person respects you or not unless they're given an opportunity to prove that respect. You can't you can't see through that unless the opportunity presents itself. So
And that's where I
I
say
totally agree with that.
don't manufacture the
Yeah,
respect.
yeah,
When you take all these freedoms away from a person, I know a lot of men that do it.
yep.
My woman can't dress like this. My woman don't post this. My woman don't engage in this behavior. She doesn't do XYZ. She doesn't. I mean, I literally know men that do all this checklist. My woman ain't gonna do this. No matter if she wants to or not, it's irrelevant. She's saying that this is what time it is. Well, sir, does your woman even love you for real?
Hmm. Hmm.
How do you
Right.
know? How
Because
do
she
you
should
know that she
naturally
respects
just
you?
not. Yeah, I get that.
The opportunity never presented itself.
When
How
you
do
I
you
got to
get
know?
create this prison that she's in,
Yeah,
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 she's
I get that.
faithful.
yeah.
She's faithful like that because she's in prison.
She's in
What Cat
prison.
Williams say? I ain't look. It's 10 consecutive years, one after another. That's what Cat Williams said. That's true. I ain't got.
And then the common misconception around that anyway is yeah, you may set all these guidelines and things of that nature for your significant other or whatever it may be, but if they want to do it, they gonna do
They
it.
don't do it.
They gonna
But
do it.
Okay.
those boundaries are not for the other person. What
Yeah,
I'm saying, when you put yourself on the couch, you realize those boundaries are for yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. But that's
But
where
your
I was
person should
like,
be the number
that's
one
where
protector.
like
You shouldn't have to be.
I
yeah.
feel like that whole conversation really feeds into like where I kind of wanted to go next with like no one prepares you. Like everyone talks about, when you finally get the man that you wanted, it's just like, a dream come true. But no one really prepares you for you to be the toxic one in the relationship. I feel like I am the one that he's patient with me.
Hmm.
Like I'm tripping about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm caught up on that. And that's because for the last 10 years, I've dated trash,
Yeah,
literal trash.
yeah,
So now that I have someone that is not even thinking about social media, not care about social media at all, like I have to check myself and like tone it down. And I feel like as women, like nobody talks about that part.
yeah,
Nobody talks about how we have the potential to really mess over good men too if we don't check ourselves. and keep our emotions in check. Because just because we feel how we feel doesn't mean that we have to, put it all out there. Like, even though I feel so strongly, like, I know how to come to him and communicate that in a way that is still submissive, in a way that is comfortable to his ears. Like, I'm
Mhm.
not like demanding and like screaming and all that. But I know that I still have a lot of work that I have to do. This relationship, even though super positive and healthy, has been a mirror for me in some of the toxic behaviors that I've picked up from toxic people. And it's scary.
No, that I mean but that's good though. That's a lot of things people. That's what you want in a relationship.
Yeah.
You want the other party to bring out some of the bad stuff that's in you as well too. That's how you make somebody better. I mean, better is relative, obviously. I mean, not
Yeah.
like to their level of what you want them to be, but you
Yeah.
get to see some of your own. Even in that whole situation that I just explained about, with early part of our marriage, that was an opening experience for me as well too. It was some things that I was like, man, even though obviously what she did was her own thing that she did, that was her choice. But I had to think within myself, like, what drove to that point? What is it within me that caused her to even do this X, Y, and Z or whatever? So that's what I mean. And not to say that, I did anything wrong or anything of that nature, but it still allows you to kind of shine the light on yourself. Because I used to be that guy. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you. I used to be the guy, be like, oh, I know my wife's going to be doing this, that, and the other. She doesn't do this. She doesn't do that. I don't want her to do this. I don't want her to do that. And yet something happened. So it caused me to look at myself and say, hey, I need to change kind of my thinking when it comes to building a relationship. So,
Yeah.
and I mean, you're totally right. I mean, that means you got somebody good that's starting to actually, shine some light on yourself too. So,
I know.
yeah.
It's
Got
scary.
about we got about 8 minutes left, and what I was going to say to you, Fitz, is, and this is just an extension of the conversation. You been to my wife's social media? I mean, have you explored it a little,
Uh, I mean, I've seen it, but I haven't like thoroughly
or you
went
see
through it.
pictures that
Yeah,
she
yeah,
put a little bit out there.
she do, she do,
Some sometimes she put a lot of bit out there.
she does. But that's between y'all two. That's y'all
No,
thing.
no, no,
You
no.
know.
I'm just saying, for me, I just want the world to know, no hypocrite.
Yeah.
I'll be the first one to like it and
Yep.
comment,
Yep.
and then I read it, and I've joked with her and be like, oh, what did get Fred Blue say to you today this time? I see he like she Carlos Dansby, NFL linebacker. He used to play in
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
NFL.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was a
Yeah.
he was a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
He follows my wife.
That's all. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
How you feel about that? I'm gonna put you on the couch again. How you feel about that?
I told her, baby, you doing this for us.
Oh, I hate him. I can't. I'm down with you.
You said this is a collective thing. This is
Done.
group deal, right? Group deal.
You know
Group
what
deal.
my wife told me the other day?
Can't
She
stand
looked at
you,
me,
man.
and this is out the blue, and she said, "Boy, I hope you know this damn thing's for life, because I ain't doing this again." She said, "I
And
don't
that's
give a damn
real.
what. I don't care
Man,
what it is," because we were
that's
just
true.
talking about how
That's
sometimes you
true.
have kids with other people, and you could have, you know, uh, situations that are whatever, good, bad, ugly. It doesn't matter, but it's not the same as if you were with them in a positive manner, because you're just sharing something, right? Or
Yeah.
you're dealing with deadbeats, or you're dealing with
Yeah.
whatever, or drama, or just difference in choices. The point is, we looked at each other and like, yeah, because we got a little one. He turned 6 this year, and he's like, and she's just like, yeah, I don't give a damn what we talking about. We in this thing.
We ain't even got the little ones and stuff yet, and we both have said if the Lord forbid anything happened to either one of us, I don't know if I could go through the whole marriage clause again. I'm just being not that I don't
What?
marriage. I love marriage. Marriage is great.
Yeah.
It is a wonderful thing, but it is an investment and it is work. Like it
Yeah.
takes
Yeah,
time and tests and trials and valleys and mountains to go to be where we're at today.
Yeah.
And that takes time. I teased my wife. I said if something ever happened to her, I was like the next girl that come across, I'm like, look, I'm not look, we cutting out the whole dating stuff. We cutting out Look, it's either are we intending for marriage? No, bye.
That's me right now. That's me right now.
Because I'm not dating.
You
I'm
know,
not going through that again. That's a
I'm
that's
not
a
talking.
I
I'm not
talked with your
talking to
wife.
nobody.
nah.
I
That's
No.
over
talked
with.
with your wife, Fitz, and she told me that y'all till death do us part. Now I
Yeah.
don't the tone she had and the look she had in her eyes. That's y'all business. But she
No, that's
said till
cool because
death.
I already told her. I already told her
Don't play
if
with
it
her.
well, it's cool because I already told her if it happens, she's suspect number one. I already told her. Like they go before you get any dollar. I need everybody to investigate what happened. Off top. So
I'm not gonna be worrying about it because you're gone. What's it gonna change? I'm just gonna be there to comfort her, make sure she's okay.
Mike,
Oh.
you barely even can. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
You say what you want. Don't let
You
this
ain't.
gray beard fool you. Nah, this
You ain't.
Oh my
You ain't.
Thea,
god.
You
sorry
ain't got
about
it.
that,
You
Thea.
ain't
You
got
gotta be
enough money in the
quiet.
world, my boy.
This
You ain't
this
got enough
money. This
money.
this is the morning smoke. Sorry
I, t-
about what you
I
know.
told her. I told her if you came across to take him for everything he got, make him get a second mortgage if he got to. I don't care what he got to do. Take him for everything. Take for everything.
I'm gonna take her to visit you at the grave and glad look at you and laugh, boy.
Yeah, with that second mortgage. Yeah.
Thea, in this event, since we in this with him gone, you gonna do this show with me?
Well,
Oh my god. I
well.
would no.
I think we both. I
Mm-mm.
think we both know who would go first.
There,
Out of both of us. Out of both of
You
us.
gonna do the show with me? I would not.
Mike.
well,
Please.
we
Mike,
look,
Mike,
little
you on a
shoes to
hope.
fill, little shoes
Mike,
to fill.
Mike, you on a hope and a prayer right now. So what's up?
Let me ask a different way, Thea. See, if I'm gone, you gonna do the show with Fitz?
It wouldn't be the same.
We'll
Yeah,
It
this
find
ain't gonna
wouldn't
be
be
the
the
same.
same.
See,
Thea. We'll
see
find
that?
somebody. Don't worry about it. We'll find somebody. Thea. We'll find somebody.
It wouldn't be the
I
same.
got a lot of smoky friends. We'll find somebody. Don't worry.
Thea B, tell us where folks can find you, your social media, so they
Yes.
can like a lot of pictures and do all this. I mean,
Yes.
so they can see your business and stuff.
Yes, please follow my business page. It's my underscore true underscore brand on Instagram. And it's my true brand by Thea B on Facebook. And then on TikTok is underscore Thea, THEA underscore B underscore. So, yeah, that's where you can find me. The links to my website are in all of my social media. My new arrivals just dropped. They're super, super cute. Definitely check them out.
She just got some nice stuff because I happen to be one of her VIPs, so I
Okay.
There,
know what. So I know what comes
Oh
through.
my God,
So
I didn't even talk about that. My VIPs have rewards now. So really quick, just
mhm.
talking about that, they can earn with every purchase and every $100 they spend, they get 500 points. And so we're playing around with that. So it's really cool.
you need to get the morning smoker, one of them codes.
Do you want to code? I can do it right now.
Oh
Morning.
wow.
What do you want it to be?
We just want one of them code people put that in there.
What do
Some
you
of our
want the code to
fans.
be? We can do that right now. Like, no problem.
We'll talk off air and get that set up. And and,
And
Okay.
and
then
when we get it
look,
set it up, I'll put it in the links. So
Perfect. I love it.
all right. Well, look, we appreciate you coming on as always. We're gonna check in with you. I mean, we could do it before June 19th, but I mean, I just want to get you
that's
after that.
that's not realistic.
Yeah, it was. I just want to get her after the fashion show, so and see how everything went. So after that, set a date. Set some time aside for your family here.
I
You
wish it.
know,
I
Okay.
wish it was
we ain't
close
get
because I wish it was close because I would definitely love to be there and
Yeah,
get you
it's supposed to be
some
nice.
all that good stuff. So it's somebody doesn't like to travel. I ain't gonna say who.
Peoria. About what? 2.5? How far? How long is it?
3 hours.
About three.
Three
Yeah,
hours.
it's like
Yeah.
going to Chicago.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Just tell us how it is when you can.
See, told you.
So sorry. I got you. Can't wait. I can't wait.
We're gonna see. Maybe. When is it? It's on a Saturday or a
I
Hmm.
think
Friday?
that's a Sunday, the 19th. I think it's a Sunday.
Sunday.
It could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk off air. Maybe the show could go on the road potentially. Maybe. I
Yeah,
don't
it's a
know.
Sunday.
I don't know.
It's a Sunday. Yeah, it's a Sunday.
I'm a 2.5 hours, 3 hours away. Okay.
3 hours.
Yeah, I don't know because I don't let people drive me. That's a long drive. All right, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. Anyway,
Sounds
co-host, you got
good.
anything? Or Thea, you got anything for
I
good topics,
don't.
good conversation?
Thank you for having me. I took in all the advice, all the input. It was great. Thank you.
Well, good stuff. What you got, co-host? Close us out.
Nothing. As always, it was a good show. Definitely appreciate you stopping by. giving us some insight on some things. Yeah, that's that's what it's all about. Not only just us talking, but also helping out our guests too. I know that they have questions and things, and if you do, feel free to drop it in the comments. Always you can reach out to Thea as well too. She dropped her links, so you can reach out her for questions. I'm pretty sure she would love to talk about that as well too. So it's not all just about the business. We want to help out humanity, as a whole. That's what we want to do. That's my goal at least. I don't want to just
Sounds great.
I want to help. I want to help wherever I can. So
She's still with them, y'all. She's still with them.
We hanging on.
We
I'm
we
I'm
we rooting for you. We
I'm
rooting for you on the show. I can't say all our guests are rooting for you. We rooting for you on the show.
I'm
But
definitely
yeah,
rooting for you.
Thank you.
we rooting for you. We root for love around here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for listening in. Tune in with us on our next video. You can always catch us here on our main pages, Morning Smoke Podcast at YouTube and Facebook. Catch us on the radio at JQLM Radio, which is on Mondays from 10 to 11 a.m. We're also on Spotify and Anchor.fm. But until next time, peace out.
Peace.
Bye.